Welcome to session 1. Your first assignment, class 5, subject SST, chapter 1. Human evolution on earth. Now pay attention, children. Human beings pass through several stages of evolution. As I have told you, the meaning of evolution means development. Stage by stage, day by day, these all early men, those who lived in caves earlier, started progressing now. This process of evolution was very slow and it brought many changes in the life of humans and ultimately transformed the lives of human beings. These changes didn't come in one day. It took lots of time, months and months, years and years. Then finally, they started living like human beings. The earliest human beings were known as hominid. Listen carefully. The earliest human beings were known as hominid. They appeared on the earth 4 to 5 million years ago. It was not in 1 or 2 years or 10 years. It took 4 to 5 million years ago. Homo habilis were the first human beings who walked like animals. You have seen now how animals walk? In that way they used to walk. Using their hands and legs, hominids learned to walk erect over a period of 1.5 million years. These human beings were called Homo erectus. Why they are called Homo erectus? Because they stood straight. Now they learned to stand straight as we are standing nowadays. So they were called Homo erectus. Over a period of time, their brain capacity developed. Their way of thinking, their ability developed day by day. Homo erectus men learn to protect themselves and secure their livelihood by coordinating their intellectual and physical ability. Now they learn how to protect themselves because they live in jungles. So now they learn how to protect themselves from wild animals. They developed into modern men around 1,000 years ago and were called Homo sapiens. Now see, first they were called hominid. Welcome to session 2. In this session 2, I am going to tell you about monuments. In first session I told you about rock inscriptions and edicts, coins. Now about monuments. Monuments are erected to commemorate an event or honor a person. They give us information about the lives and times of rulers. For example, the carvings on Qutub Minar tell us about the region of early Delhi sultans. Monuments you have seen, all of you have gone to Delhi or you go to many places. When during your summer vacation or holiday, the parents take you. You see the monument, they are written some here, nearby we have Maner. You go and see at Maner, there are some things engraved on the rocks. It's written, those are all informations. In that way, we come to know who built this, when it was built. These are all the information is written over there. Literary evidence. Before paper was invented, people wrote on palm leaves. You know what is palm leaves? Palm leaves are just like it's a very broad leaf, and on that they used to write it because in those days paper was not invented. Barks of birch trees, metal plates, rocks, etc. They write on metals also. These literary sources throw light on social and economic life, religious beliefs and practices and cultures of the past. These are some of the written and unwritten sources of history. Now here I gave you some meanings that you can learn at home. That's it. Thank you, children.